note, all ticket and season
Valleyfair, the fair of Cedar Fair. Let's go on in and check it out.
Please place any electronic device.
What is up in the loop, fans? It is Drew here at Valleyfair. It's the fair of Cedar Fair. I don't know if you guys have ever put that together, but that's where the company's name comes from, Cedar Point and Valleyfair. I have never been here before. It is a cold, miserable, wet day here in Minnesota. If you wanted to know how cold it is currently 44 degrees right now, windy and rainy and miserable and wet, and oh, I'm cold. I'm gonna walk around. I'm probably gonna complain a lot as I am cold, but let's see what we can find here at Valleyfair. All right, now we enter the awkward midway where you walk under wild things, turn around here. You actually duck underneath one of the supports here, and you come to where the Scrambler is, where their antique cars is, where the Tilt-A-Whirl is, the Route 66 pipe scream surf dog style attraction, and then you've got your Steel Venom, your Wicked Twister style Infinite Impulse coaster. The way this one works is you load here, and this happens. You launch down. You go up in the air. The back spike. Unlike Wicked Twister, this one is a straight spot rather than a twist. Twisting one more time. And then this is the best part of the ride. So you come flying through here, and on this path, instead of coming straight down, you hear this noise, and it holds you up there for a second. So all you really get to the harness. It's awesome. One final twist, and then it comes down. I gotta say, I'm surprised I fit on this ride. I'm in so many layers. It was a tight squeeze. They didn't even squeeze me in. I could just get in, which is great. No line for anything here today, but no line for that. And awesome times here on Steel Venom and in the awkward midway. It might be cold, wet, and rainy, but of course I got my souvenir cup, which is themed to the North Star, the ride over here, which looks exciting because it looks like it's finally open. It was closed earlier today, but to go all the way up there on a little swing ride in the cold, wet, and wind, it seems lovely. Can't wait to check it out. So on the list of things that I find interesting, they leave the LED lights on their new ride on the entire time. So you can see them. It's really hard to see during the daylight unless you're right up on the tower. But you can see them flashing. Check out what's going on up there. They look like they're having fun. And I just got off this thing here, the North Star. Look how tall this tower is. It's so cold. My face is terribly red. I'm tearing up. I'm freezing. I'm pretty frozen. That was a nice view of the park. Long cycle. Really cold. Really, really cold. But I still give it a thumbs up. If I could move my thumbs. But my thumb's frozen. Going down. Wow, look at that full train. It's a lot of steps up there. What bin do I put my stuff in? Well, whichever one you like. Alright, over here we've got Wild Thing. It is a 207-foot tall hyper coaster here, built by Morgan. It's got great airtime. Well, hang on. It's got some airtime on the first drop. It's got some airtime on the second drop. And then it's got kind of what I would like term tummy time. You kind of just get a feeling in your tummy, but it's not actually real anything great or overly awesome about the rest of the ride. It just kind of meanders around there. It's almost like a giant ass mine train roller coaster. So it's neither bad nor good. It's a middle of the road kind of roller coaster. Obviously, you can't say anything over 20 feet is awful, and there's nothing that I wouldn't ride that is considered a hyper coaster. But it doesn't do a whole lot for me. I rode it once. I'm going to go on the second lap, just because I was kind of told I have the wrong opinion on it. But as a whole, I'm just it's kind of whatever for me. Walking over here, we come to the best ride in the park. I had heard reports that this ride had gotten rough over the years and it wasn't very good. But I'm here to tell you that Renegade is awesome. So I love how on Renegade, you kind of, through the line, you kind of wander around the ride. So you've got like the train rolling out here. It's awesome. I will say queue times, not really an issue, but if it was, you'd be entertained. Also really weird is this black tunnel of craziness that you just kind of walk into. I don't really know why, but you got some tunnel here as part of the line.
Welcome back, riders. When the train comes to a complete stop, please push down and pull up on your lap bars and exit to the right.
So yeah, just got off Renegade for the third lap. I have to say, there is nothing negative I have to say about this ride. It's fast-paced, smooth, plenty of airtime, great transitions, comfortable trains. It's a GCI. It's a win for me. It's obviously the best coaster here at the park. Now, I guess here is my dilemma. Is this a destination coaster? Is it a coaster that, well, you should get on a plane, head to Minnesota and check out? Probably not. It is the best coaster here. If it was a car ride for you, then maybe check out Renegade. But if it's you living in Florida and being like, huh, I really want to go to Valleyfair to ride Renegade. Let me get off on an airplane and fly to Minneapolis St. Paul Airport. I would say probably not worth it. There's other GCIs out there. There's one in Orlando. But so I would say there's other ones close by. So I would check one of those out instead. But it's a good ride if you're in the area. Totally recommend checking out Renegade. Now this is probably my favorite part of the park, is the Excalibur midway. So you kind of see the ride out in the distance and you go underneath this tunnel. So you walk into a tunnel. Hello, Echo. It really reminds me of the tunnel at Cedar Point, the entrance by Magnum. That's gone. Oh, or Kennywood too. It's a good one. It's like Kennywood. You walk past Thunder Canyon, and bam, here you are at this Aero Goodness Excalibur. Can't wait to check this guy out. Absolutely love this entrance sign. Looks sweet. And look off into the distance through the woods there. That's Excalibur, and all of its greatness.
Welcome back, riders. How was it? Sounds great.
All right, coming down the exit ramp of Excalibur, and I gotta say, my review is a dramatically positive review. I thought people thought it was probably gonna be okay. I was told it was okay, I was told it was awful, and this thing is incredible. It has to be a top 10 Aero. I mean, granted, I only think Aero's probably made 8 or 10 good rides, with the Magnum XL200 being 1, X2 at number 2. But this is definitely up there. This is one of Aero's greatest rides. Just strong, insane airtime, crazy laterals. It's definitely one of those Ron Toomer bent a hanger around, and this is what he came up with. So I absolutely loved it. I mean, everything from the Rockwork sign to the crazy just ness over here. If you look at the ride, it has times where it's just kind of like into the ground. There's no support structure at all. The first drop comes down into like a ravine. I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. There was so many good things about it here. Easily the second best coaster here. Renegade number 1, this easily number 2. I will be sad if they announce that this is closing. I've heard some rumors about it. I've been doing some browsing, and I see no evidence that really supports it besides what's on the internet. But man, I gotta say, I loved Excalibur. Big thumbs up here. I'm an arrow guy. If an arrow is good, and this is a good arrow, so you should definitely come out and try this. Hands down, really liked it. If you're a fan of Gemini and a fan of Magnum, this is kind of a hybrid of the two of them. I loved it. It's like one of those big rides. It's like too big for a mine train. Not quite like an intense ride. Oh God, I can't even describe it. It's good. So come out here and check it out. Check out Excalibur. It is great. If you're in the area, don't hop on a plane for it or anything. But if you're in the area, check it out. It's great. The wild mouse does not like rain, and it's a wet, and you can see a windy day here. No wild mouse today. Missed credit. But look how many cars they're running this thing. They got 4 in the station, 4 in like the unload area. So they really were planning on having this at crazy max capacity. So that's awesome. Good for them. Corkscrew. There it is, right there. So here's another angle of the Corkscrew, and I will say it's really hard to get shots of the rides actually running because they're all running maybe one train, maybe 2, but most of them are running 1, and they're waiting for riders to show up. I was told this one doesn't really like the rain. Oh, but I think I hear it cycling right now. So anyway, as far as aero loopers go, it really wasn't that bad. The loop was fine coming up here, that part was fine, and really it wasn't until you went through the corkscrews they were okay. But this awkward helix of death over here, that is really where my head started going bong, 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 banging back and forth. So, really wasn't a fan of that. But that's where, this part of the ride, it's not bad. It also looks pretty. I remember getting a coaster book as a child, and this was kind of the main focus of that book. And so here it is. It's now not blue. It was blue when I, well, at some point it was painted. That's cool. And that's Corkscrew and the train at the same time. Caribou Coffee. So something really interesting. There is no Starbucks here, unlike most of the other Cedar Fair parks. I know Kings Island has one, Cedar Point has one, Carowinds has one, Knott's has one. Well, here they've got Caribou Coffee, which I'm not from Minnesota, so I don't actually know the answer to this, but I believe it's kind of a Minnesota thing, or at least a Midwestern thing, because they are all over the place here. I haven't seen any Dunkin' Donuts in Michigan or Minnesota. But I've seen plenty of these things. Some more Starbucks, 1 or 2 Starbuckses, but several of these guys. Absolutely love Larson Flyers. Let's give the ones here in Minnesota a try, which I have no idea what they're called. I'm gonna have to find that one out. But can't wait to give them a try. Flying Eagles. Valleyfair calls them Flying Eagles. How original. So over here we got the High Roller. High Roller is the old classic wooden roller coaster that's built at this park. It kind of goes all along the kids area. So you can see it starts there, and your lift hill is like over here. And then these are airtime hills that continue on. Here's another shot of High Roller. You can see the structure has seen better days. Looks like a lot of the paint is kind of peeling off on the guy. But honestly, I thought it was going to be awful. I thought this was going to be rough, painful, and it was kind of more like Valleyfair's version of Blue Streak. It had some mild airtime. And it was fun. It has a lot of trim brakes. Like there's a setup here, and I believe there's another setup to turn around over here. So it wasn't really the most crazy, out of control experience, but it wasn't bad. It's a one and done for me. I'm not going to rewrite it, but I didn't mind it. I guess is the best way to say it. It wasn't rough. It wasn't painful. It wasn't awkward. Anything like that. Here you go. Here's the airtime hill and the turnaround of High Roller. This waterfall is awesome. Planet Snoopy, the kids area. I gotta say, today's a great day to film a kids area because you're not creepy. There's not a whole lot of people in the park today. I absolutely love the fountain here. It's probably my favorite part of this kids area so far. You got the different wood stocks here on the fountain. Adorable. Although it's just making me colder, so I'm not sure if I really like it. Is it a pineapple on top? That's cool. It doesn't look like it likes weather, but over here is Cosmic Coaster. It's the powered coaster. I believe this used to be at Dorney Park, but it's here now. So if you wanted to ride it, you could. Well, not today because it's closed for rain or weather or lack of riders, but it's closed. Why is there this scary dinosaur in the kids area? Come on, Cedar Fair, what are you thinking? It's gonna eat the little children. It's the other side of Planet Snoopy, and man, I love these Snoopy statues. I think they're great. Kind of a bummer, the Ferris wheel is closed today. But that's alright, I probably wouldn't have done it anyway. It's trivia time here at In the Loop. Anyone know why this monster is really important for In the Loop history? Comment below if you know why this monster is really important for In the Loop history. Many donuts. Can't come to Valleyfair without them. This is the one thing I was told by Clint Novak that I had to get. It's the mini donuts. I love this little fire thing that cooks them all up. So it's kind of like a Krispy Kreme in your own little backyard. I'm very excited for this and can't wait to give you guys a review of them once they are in my mouth. Alright guys, it's food time here at Valleyfair. Obviously I got my refill cup. Best investment ever. Makes great kitchen decoration. And mini donuts. How do these taste? Look at them, they're covered in brown sugar, they're deep fried goodness. It's so cold today, this is such a nice warm snack. They're not the wrong temperature, they're perfect, they're tasty. They might be a little too powder sugary. No way. Apparently not. Apparently they're not too powdered sugary. But I absolutely enjoy these. So if you're coming to Valleyfair, you got to get mini donuts. Over here we got Dinosaurs Alive, which I'm sure is just like all of the other ones. Animatronics are falling apart and not worth the price to get into it. So one of the rides I absolutely love here is right underneath Wild Thing. You've got the antique cars. I don't even know if this is new or if this has been here forever and they just build everything over it, but it's great. You kind of go under Wild Thing, you just kind of do your own little like exploration on the track, and it's great. I had a good time wandering around the ride. So the games midway here at Valleyfair looks particularly abandoned just because there's only like 15 people in the park. But if you want to play games, I'm sure they have a whole bunch of them. I'm not sure how I feel. Do you like the game sections closer together or kind of spread out around the park? I feel like you'd probably make more money if they're spread out. Versus here, if I played one, I'd play one, if I did any. But I might be tempted, oh, I'll play a game here. Oh, further down the line, I might play a game there. So, but nobody's playing because there's nobody here. Just look at empty pathways. Oh, there's some people. Empty pathways. Yeah. Riptide is a Hoof's top spin, but it's got the fountain stuff at the bottom. It is currently not operating. No surprise there, it's a Hoof's. And it's cold, so it's kind of a water ride to get you wet. But it looks good here on the midway. It just looks cold. Everything looks cold. And we got two more flat rides over here. You've got the Power Tower. Original name there. But I think it's neat because it like goes over this bridge onto an island, so that's kind of cool. So we've got Power Tower and the Skyhawk clone Extreme Swing. Fun fact, Skyhawk is actually the world's tallest swing set. And this is the second tallest because Skyhawk up here has a sign that says Skyhawk over it. This does not. So the Extreme Swing is not as tall as Skyhawk. But two awesome flat rides there that you got to check out if you're going to be here. Extreme Swing, Power Tower. Roasted corn, that looks awesome. Turkey leg no, sweet kettle corn no, but roasted corn, yeah, that sounds great. Wouldn't be a Cedar Fair park without a Coasters Drive-In. Although this one's kind of nice because the whole area kind of fits together. You've got Coasters Drive-In, Atomic Drinks, and then the high-tech arcades. They all kind of fit together in this nice retro theming area. And I have no idea what's going over here, but it's loud. More pretty fountains. This is kind of cool. The railroad crossing kind of goes into this tunnel. I like that. No complaints there. If you weren't reading, this sign could be kind of confusing because fast lane to the left versus fast lane to the right. But if you're just looking fast lane and arrow, you probably would go that way, which would be the wrong way. Over here we got Chickies and Pete's, which is great. It looks to me just like the Red Garter Saloon at Cedar Point. So I wonder if it at one point was that, then they converted it to Chickies and Pete's. I don't know, maybe. But inside here, they got a cool little touchscreen ordering system. Yeah, in fact, let's go look at it really quickly. So they got this cool touchscreen ordering system in here, where if you want to order, you order off the touchscreen. So I think that's pretty sweet. One other thing that's awesome about here is they've got this unique Valleyfair beer. We've got several other craft beers here to choose from, but of course I went with the North Star American Ale. Good stuff. And of course you can't go wrong with the crab fries and a cheesesteak. Good stuff overall. This is the first time seeing one of these Cedar Fair's favorite slide complexes, and holy crap, they're actually pretty tall and creepy. This is definitely something the legend would get scared on and probably cry. He doesn't do like drop box slides. He also really doesn't like steep slides. So neither one of these slides look fun for the legend. You know, as much as these slides look creepy, it is kind of weird having them just hang out here right over the regular midway. I'm not sure how I feel about the water park being so close to the dry park. Not something I'm overly familiar with, but it's a water slide with wooden supports, wooden stairs. I feel like this would get bad after a while, rotted wood and all that stuff. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's neat. Cool, I guess. It wouldn't be a Cedar Fair park without the Cedar Fair trash cans. Oh yeah. Wild Thing shorts. Well, that's an interesting flavored cotton candy. How many of you would eat that? Trump hair. Actually, a lot of weird ones like bacon, cinnamon bun, root beer, barbecue sauce, peanut butter and jelly, cotton candy buttered popcorn, pineapple, banana, I'm allergic to that one, creamsicle, regular cotton candy, watermelon, gross, atomic fireball, but that one, Trump hair. What do you think Trump hair tastes like? I don't know. Weird. Totally opened a can of worms with that Trump hair one. Please don't give too many negative comments and dislikes. Thanks for visiting. Alright, so this brings our time here at Valleyfair to a conclusion. I love this fountain. I love all sides of it. The front of it's got the big Valleyfair marquee there in the front with their entrance behind it. It's absolutely great. But thank you for watching this video. I gotta say, I actually had a lot of fun at Valleyfair as a whole. I don't know if I'll ever come here again. That's a genuine comment. It's really kind of out of the way from Orlando to get to Michigan. So I don't know if I'll ever be back here again. But I had a great time here. Wild Thing is a fun ride. Excalibur blew my mind how much I liked it. Same with Renegade, really great. Steel Venom, awesome. It's great that you're at a park where one of the impulse coasters is like one of the main attractions. They sell merchandise for it. Like you have Wicked Twister and nobody cares about Wicked Twister at Cedar Point. And you've got it here and it's one of their shirts that they sell. It's on their like Fearsome Foursome t-shirt. So I think that's really awesome. And fun rides. They got a lot of good collection of the flat rides that I like the Star Flyers, the Drop Towers, the S&S swings, the Larson Flyers, Flying Eagles. So overall, it's got a great collection of rides. Minnesota's got a great park here. It's a lot of fun. It's small. I wouldn't say you need to spend a full day here, but man, I gotta tell you, I could come back here. I won't because it's really hard to get to. But if this was my home park, I'd be cool with that. I mean, do I like it better than Cedar Point? No, but I mean, you've got things like Worlds of Fun, Michigan's Adventure, King's Dominion, and I don't know. I think it competes with some of those as as that next level Cedar Fair park. I would love to see the Carowinds treatment come here. That would make me happy. I mean, that clock's pretty sweet. So overall, really thoroughly enjoyed my time here at Valleyfair. The rides were fun. The temperature was not fun. And, it was cold, it was windy, it was raining. So really not a great day for roller coaster riding. But it was fun. I can't complain. I mean, just look how windy it is. Look at that flag. It's really blowing. So if you're in the Minnesota area, check out Valleyfair. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/InTheLoopPodcast. Follow me on Twitter at DrewTheIntern. We're also on Instagram. We'll post a couple of these Valleyfair photos that we took. And after that, only one thing left to do, and we will see you guys on the Midway.